Good morning, this is Pixie. How are you? Just a quick one on OMAD. So, it's always a bit strange the results you get with the scales. The scales might go up, they might go down, because your water weight changes, your muscle density changes, and I feel generally stronger. At the moment, I've got something I've done to my shoulder started to become quite stiff. And so what I'm going to do is just, I'm doing a dry fast anyway. I just continue doing the dry fast because that will ensure there's no inflammation basically. And I don't want to have a painful shoulder, so I'm just going to allow it just to do the dry fast. Just continue through the day on the dry fast. There might be a point in the day when I say, well, you know, you can eat now. It's sort of been well over 24 hours, or just carry on. I might be able to do straight into Sunday as well, which would be quite nice. Because I haven't got loads of work on this weekend, so it's not like I'm stressed out or anything. And yeah, I'm feeling good. Not looking too bad. Not looking too shabby. I look a bit better with these sort of driving sunglasses on. Other things, always you'll find if you tell people you're going to come across resistance, and people from different fields of expertise will say this and that and contradict what you believe and all sorts of things. You know, some of these people they're actually a lot lighter. So you think if I'm slightly overweight, then why are you concerned? Because it doesn't make any sense. My world's a bit different from yours. And one of the most controversial things is the idea of dry fasting. People believe that if you don't drink water, you just die. And yes, you do eventually, but it's not like you basically take a break from drinking fluids for a while and suddenly you die, because your body's made of water. And during the dry fast, you'll start to access a higher level once your body identifies no food, no drink. It'd be interesting what kind of mechanism activates that. But it's a part of what you call. So, if anyone's concerned or they start freaking out, say it's a part of health. It's part of a health management plan. So you basically got a goal that you're working to. You're not developed anorexia or have some kind of other eating disorder. You'll simply have an eating structure. That's what it is really. That you're working towards a plan or a goal, and you know, you've got your set plans. Like I say, if I'm not lighter, I would start doing jogging and other things. But because of my weight and also because of some injuries, like I've got problems with Achilles tendonitis. It just wreck my knees. It wrecked my knee joints, and it would also wreck my ankles. And as I drive and I do work that's physical, yeah, I can't afford really injuries, like injury to the lower back and injury to the legs. So I've got to drive around. That comes as a problem as well. The tendonitis flares up because I'm using the pedals, so I can't get away from it completely. I know it's tender then. I've probably got to get myself a new pair of army boots, but that's just life really, isn't it? They're quite good for support, and you can get them off the old Ministry of Defence or whatever army surplus, and then just pick it up from there, which is pretty good. But it was quite nice. I had some clothes that were down my parents, and I discovered a bag of old clothes. They're probably about 10 years old, and I didn't know what to expect. And I saw there was like an extra large tops, and I thought, well, I'll just try it on, and it actually fits. I was like, what? How could I fit into an extra large? I mean, maybe it was just a big size top anyway. I was thinking, hang on, I was like triple XL at one point, and then double XL. I guess I was double XL, but what I was doing was, because of my belly was sticking out, and because I've got a long back, because what happens is you end up washing something at high temperature and it starts shrinking, and then you don't want to end up with like a belly top, so So that's why I get a bigger size. But now I've got these bigger size clothes, and they come down a lot lower now. So I can start tucking them into trousers. As the stomach goes away, I'm not planning to stay there, mate. Yeah. One sec. So yeah, it's kind of really positive when your clothes start fitting better. You feel better about yourself. And especially if you pick up some old clothes. I mean, don't throw away your old clothes, just have them stashed somewhere, and then if you do go OMADing, start releasing some of your extra weight. Fasting, dry fasting will accelerate the process, but once your body's ready for it, your body knows what it wants. You give it a go, you don't feel right for it, do a different method of fasting. There's loads of different methods. There's going to be a method that works for you, but then there might be a method that also works for your health problems. The people with, this is the thing, people with MS, dry fast, I'm telling you, you'd be daft not to. Because what happens is you'll get inflammation before you get any of these remissions, and I would prefer that you all try to tackle it the best you can yourself, because it's really, you know, it's a heartbreaking condition. Because I've worked with people that, I worked with a chap, and if I knew about it I would have put my head together and tried to work, but I don't think he'd ever accept any advice. And yeah, it was just from the sort of neck down, he couldn't do a lot with his body, so it was very much a case of doing washing him, rolling him around, and he's the same weight as me, he weighs a ton, so it's, you know, if you hold a person's leg and it's a dead weight, it's amazing how much people actually weigh, and his quality of life's just shot. Now I know the condition can do that anyway over time, but with fasting as a part of a kind of health management program, you can use that to keep your body weight down, keep the inflammation down, and keep the stresses down in your body. However, you need to do it over a longer period of time. You need to adjust your body, because there will be some stress of cortisol will be released if you just suddenly jumped into it, and that can cause issues around as a stress hormone, which can antagonise your nervous system and cause flare-up. So it's kind of finding that balance. But definitely, it's heartbreaking to see anyone I care about if they're suffering from MS and other conditions as well. There's other conditions out there. But I was saying that you may have fasting that fits you well, and you may have fasting that you need for your health conditions, which you kind of need to master at some level. And it just gives you that independence, and it could be anything. I mean, for me, I've mentioned it, and I started suffering from some IBS, and I basically adopted fasting without realising it, because I just wouldn't eat if my stomach was upset. Because I didn't see any point eating thick food on an upset stomach. It's just like, well, what can I eat? The thing's having a bloody fit now. So, what do you do? And that was the answer. And then you had to think, well, I'll remove that food out of there for a bit, and then realise it's got intolerances and it's changes, and it's not what people say. People turn around and say, oh yeah, have lots of fruit and veg and stuff. But actually, fruit can trigger it. You know, people think having a load of fibre or something is actually going to be good for you, but it's not always. It might be not what the body wants. Anyway, this is Peter signing off, fans. Good to see you.